Now let's start comparing the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 with the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, and we will find out what all differences are there in physical aspects as well as on specifications. Let's start with the camera. We have got 16 megapixel camera over there. We have also got 16 megapixel camera on the Samsung Galaxy Note 5, but the difference is that you are getting a slightly better camera, especially as far as low light performance is concerned, and this is something which we are saying after a slight amount of testing. We will come up with a detailed camera comparison later on. We have got heart rate sensor on both of these phones, Samsung branding over there. One thing which you can easily notice is that the back cover is fake leather finish over there on the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, which is a plastic back cover which can be removed, which is actually an advantage for the people out there because you can remove the battery as well, and you also have micro SD memory card slot, so you can actually expand the storage on Samsung Galaxy Note 4, which is not possible on Samsung Galaxy Note 5. The back cover over here is much more premium, but it is glossy as well, so it will get a lot of fingerprints. The other bad thing is that you cannot remove the back cover, you cannot remove the battery, and there is no micro SD card slot on the Samsung Galaxy Note 5. That means you can also not expand the storage. So there are some major limitations on this one compared to this one, especially on the basis of storage, memory expansion, as well as in terms of the battery removal. You can actually remove the battery over there, but you cannot do that over here on the Samsung Galaxy Note 5. Let's take a look over the devices from the front side, and on the front we have got 5 megapixel camera on both of them. We have also got Super AMOLED display, which is pretty colorful on both of them, and I do not see any issue on any of them, so they are kind of equal in terms of the display quality. Over there at the bottom you can see that we have got a very good physical home button, which is slightly smaller in terms of the size compared to this one, which is slightly thinner but also wider, whereas this one is not that thin, but it is also small. One more thing which they have added is that they have added the fingerprint sensor over there on the Samsung Galaxy Note 5, which was not there on Note 4. So this is one more difference. Now comparing the S Pen quality, the way to eject the S Pen on this one is you have to basically eject it with this part, and the way to eject the S Pen on the new Samsung Galaxy Note 5, that you have to just press it here. And again, the quality of S Pen you get on the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 is definitely better. It is much sleeker, much more premium, and it is also much more accurate compared to what you get with the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, and it has a different mechanism to actually eject this thing out from the pen from the Samsung Galaxy Note 5. So this is also one change. As far as specification goes, we have got 64GB 32GB variant of the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, and similarly we have got the 64 and 32GB variant of the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 as well, but again you cannot expand the storage on this one. Also in terms of RAM, this one has got 3GB of RAM, so the Note 4 actually had 3GB of RAM, and this phone is still good even after upgrading this one from Android KitKat to Lollipop. This one is again coming with Lollipop pre-installed, and again one thing which I have noticed that the RAM management is actually not that great on the Samsung Galaxy Note 5, and this is something which I feel can be improved in the software update, and they will do it. But you have got 4GB of RAM, which is higher amount of RAM you get on Note 5 compared to what you get on Note 4. Apart from this, when it comes to the Gear VR compatibility, the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 is also not compatible for Gear VR, whereas this one is compatible. When it comes to the screen size has remained the same, so both of them have the same display size. But again, one thing which you can easily notice is that you have a slightly thicker bezel over there on the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 compared to thin bezel over there on Samsung Galaxy Note 5. So now because of the thinner bezel, the screen to edge ratio on the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 is definitely better compared to Samsung Galaxy Note 4. Let's talk about the build quality. In terms of build quality, I can say that the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 is very solid. They have used aluminum over there on the edges, which is definitely much more thicker compared to this one, which is kind of thin, but still the build quality I would say seems better on the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. I have been using this phone for quite some time now, and I can say that this phone is very solid. I have dropped it a couple of times. We do have good protection over there on the front, which is there on both of them, but on the edges I do feel that the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 is actually not that strong as you will have on the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, especially in terms of the strength. So this is something which we will get to know once I keep using the Samsung Galaxy Note 5 for some time, but initially I do feel that the edges are actually kind of brittle. Again, we do have aluminum, but less amount of aluminum is over there, but still they have given a thicker amount of aluminum over there on the edges, which is going to protect this phone from any kind of damage. But I'm not sure about this part, which is the curved part, which is again glass, and how strong it is we will find out once we start using this phone more and more. So we will tell you more about the build quality later on, but as of now, definitely this one looks much more premium, but comes with some limitations. On this premium looking phone, you do have some limitation, whereas on this one, which may not be that premium, it is still a very good phone.